What's up, family? Man, I want to have a heart-to-heart with you guys today. We're going to continue our series on relationships. Today, we're talking about expectations. Expectations. And it's a trip because we have so many different expectations in so many different areas. You know what I mean? Stay with me. We're going to go somewhere. Years ago, God was working with me on something, and I didn't quite understand what he was saying at the time. Stay with me. He'd asked me, what did you expect? What did you expect to happen? And I was so mad, so hurt, so confused. Because he'd asked me that question, what did you expect? What did you expect the results to be? Elijah, you have to grow up. Elijah, you gotta stop blaming everybody else for when you did da-da-da-da-da. This is how you responded to what they did. What the fuck did you expect to happen? Elijah, you're mad at your daddy because your daddy had unresolved issues and your daddy murdered your mama in front of you when you were 2. You're pissed and you're angry and you're frustrated and you don't understand why you were born into this toxic ass, crazy ass, fucked up ass family. And Elijah, what did you expect to happen from unhealed people? You don't know the half of what your father's gone through. What the fuck did you expect? You sitting here blaming your daddy and you don't know the fucking pain and the struggle and the shit he's gone through. You don't even have the fucking information to make an accurate decision of who the fuck you think he is. You're mad as fuck that he is who he is. And you don't even know why he is who he is. What led him to become who he is. But you want to sit here and play God Almighty and be judgmental and be pissed the fuck off that he ain't better, that he ain't somebody else. We're going there today. We're going there. And some of you are going to be triggered. Some of you are going to get pissed off. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. Again, this ain't meant to be offensive in any way, shape, or form. This is meant to be educational. You know, I share my story. I share the things that I've gone through. You know, not to throw shade or any of that stuff, but to show you, man, we've got to grow the fuck up. We got to grow up. Elijah, you're so mad at people judging you. We're going to talk about relationships. Stay with me. We're just laying the foundation of expectations. How expectations can be a fucked up thing. And how expectations can be a righteous thing. Stay with us. Elijah, you're mad at these motherfuckers for being so judgmental towards you. Elijah, you're mad at these self-righteous, ignorant ass, fucked up ass Christians who ain't dealt with their fucking issues. You're mad and offended that these motherfuckers always want to beat somebody over the head with their fucking religious doctrine. You mad at these motherfuckers always want to cast somebody to fucking hell. You mad because they always so fucking judgmental. What the fuck did you expect? Look at how you judged your daddy. Look at how you looked down on your daddy. Look at how you condemned your daddy. Karma's a bitch when you expect it to be different. Oh, stay with me. We're going somewhere. We're going somewhere. Again, this is going to piss some of you the fuck off. But we have got to grow the fuck up. I was so judgmental towards my daddy for murdering my mama. I was so judgmental for those dudes molesting me when I was 6 years old. I was so judgmental towards my aunt who raised me in that bullshit, that fucked up Christian environment. And then when I became older and I started trying to help people heal and to grow through the bullshit that we've gone through, here come the fucked up Christians and they judgment. Here come the fucked up Christians and them condemning people to hell. Oh, this is not just about bashing Christians. I'm just using them as an example of karma. My fucking karma. Why? Because I was judgmental and judging everybody else when I was growing up. When I was a fucking kid. When I was a young man, I was judging everybody else. How come these motherfuckers ain't doing it this way? And these stupid motherfuckers, I don't know why they ain't. I had all the fucking answers, so I thought. And I'm condemning everybody. I'm looking down on everybody else. Because they ain't doing it the way that I would do it. And so God had to show me, what the fuck did you expect to happen? Look at how you was judging everybody else. Look at how you was condemning everybody else. Look at how you was looking down on everybody else. Now that you're trying to do right. Now that you're putting forth your best effort. Now that you're trying to be a beacon of hope, a beacon of love, a beacon of light. Now that you're growing the fuck up emotionally and you've dealt with a lot of your shit. Karma comes in and says, nah, motherfucker, come here. Remember when? Remember how you dogged your daddy out? Remember how you judged your daddy and you didn't have all the fucking information? Remember how you looked down on your daddy and you dismissed your daddy and you told your daddy you had a bullet with his name written on it for murdering your mama? You remember how you used to hate Christians? You remember how you used to dismiss them and talk about them being ignorant and woo-de-woo-de-woo? How does it feel? How does it feel for you to not have all the fucking information about your daddy and your auntie and all these other Christians who's dealt with such and such a shit? You don't know the fucking shit that they've gone through. But you were quick to judge them, Elijah. You were quick to dismiss them and dog them the fuck out in regards to talking about they didn't shit and you don't know what the fuck they were going through emotionally. You don't know what the fuck they have gone through. Now, all of a sudden, you a grown-ass man and you dealt with some shit and now you want to help others heal and grow and now you want to be offended and sensitive because these motherfuckers are looking down on you. These motherfuckers are saying you ain't shit. These motherfuckers say who the fuck he think he is and I don't know why he doing that and I don't know why he talking like that and I don't know why. They doing the same shit that you did as a young kid. They doing the same shit that you did as a young man. And now you want to be offended because they're doing it to you. And all you got pure intentions. You just want to help people and they're dogging you the fuck out. What the fuck did you expect to happen? Karma has a way of coming back and slapping your ass. Karma has a way of coming back up and sneaking up on your ass when you least expect it and slapping the dog shit out of you. To show you how judgmental your ass was. To show you how wrong you were. What the fuck did you expect? Let's talk about it in regards to relationships. talked about, man, I have 7 kids, 3 different women. 2 of them I was married to. And I look back over our relationships, and God had to show me, Elijah, what the fuck did you expect to happen? Elijah, come here. What the fuck did you expect to happen? You knew your oldest kid's mom hadn't dealt with her shit. You knew she wasn't dealing with her shit. She didn't know how to deal with her shit. But she was pretty as fuck. The sex was on point. And you was having a good time. And then when the relationship ended, you were so fucking frustrated. You were so fucking miserable. You was full of so much fucking hate because of the bullshit that she was putting you through. The fucking psychological games she was playing with the kids. Remember, Elijah, how you wanted to get a gun back in Montana? How you wanted to blow her fucking head off? You remember that, Elijah? See, we get selective memory. We don't want to remember all the crazy thoughts that come to our minds. We don't want to remember and talk about the shit we've done. But we want to point the finger at everybody else for being toxic and fucked up. I want to point the finger at my daddy for murdering my mama, but I didn't want to talk about the shit of how I got to that point. With my 2 babies, mama, and it's like, man, fuck this bitch. She gotta go. She playing fucking games with my babies. She playing fucking games with this bitch gotta fucking go. You remember that, Elijah? What the fuck did you expect to happen? Look how quick you was to talk about your daddy for getting to that point. And here it is, you. You got to that point. What was your fucking expectations in life, Elijah? You didn't think you was gonna have to go through some shit that was gonna get you to that point? You didn't think nobody could get you to that point of, man, this bitch off with her fucking head. What the fuck did you expect out of life? What the fuck did you expect out of that relationship? You knew it was chaotic. I mean, you was cool with that. And I've shared with you guys, I had this thing. I liked crazy ass fucking women. And I liked crazy ass women because my ass was crazy. And that shit was fucking exciting. It was spicy as fuck. And I was addicted to that shit. Because I was trauma bonded with them. Didn't know it. Why would I get in a relationship thinking that it was going to turn out healthy? Why would I get in a relationship with her knowing that it was going to be cool? Thinking that it would last. When I knew she was fucked up emotionally. I didn't understand how fucked up I was. Talking about expectations. What the fuck did I expect from her? What did I expect from her? Why did I have the fucking expectations of her like that? When I know that she was broken and twisted emotionally. Why would I expect her all of a sudden, just because I'm in her life, to change and flip the script and be a healthy wife and a healthy mother? Those were expectations that she was not capable of meeting. But I put those expectations on her. So often, we get into relationships and we place unfair expectations on our partners. We place expectations on our partners they're not capable of meeting. The expectations are fucking unreasonable. They're unreasonable because this is who they've never fucking been. This is not who they are. Now all of a sudden, you expect them to change. All of a sudden, you expect a hoe to be a loving, God-fearing, righteous housewife. And a faithful one. A loyal being to you. And you know, she ain't never been loyal. Ain't never been faithful. But all of a sudden now, your expectation, because you bought her a fucking ring and you wifed her ass, your expectation is she's gonna be faithful and loyal to you. When you met her, she was fucking around on her man then. But the pussy was good and your simple-minded ass fell in love. And you want to wife her. Because you wanted the pussy all to yourself. But the pussy never belonged to one person. She belonged to the fucking streets. But you wanted to wife her. You wanted to change her. You want her to be her best version of herself. You had unrealistic expectations for her. Why? Why? Why do we have such great expectations for others? Why do we place such high demands on other people? And we know they're not capable of meeting them. When we're honest with ourselves, we know that they ain't did shit as far as growth and development. We know that they ain't put in no motherfucking work. They're negative, they're toxic as fuck, they have no goals, no ambitions in life, other than doing some stupid ass street shit. But then you want to marry them and call them a king and expect them to act like a fucking king and to treat you like you're a queen when he ain't even king fucking material. Ain't nothing about this motherfucking king like. He has no king qualities whatsoever, but you expect him to be a fucking king. Talking about expectations. Expectations. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. We have to understand, where does these expectations come from? And expectations aren't all bad. Expectations aren't all bad. When you've done the work, you can expect good things out of it. When you planted the seeds, whether it's good or bad, when you sow seeds, we need to expect that shit to grow. That's karma. That's the universal law of reaping and harvesting. Sowing and harvesting. What you sow, so shall ye reap. Whatever type of seeds you plant, you're going to reap that. Expect that. Expect that shit. That's real shit. You can't violate that principle. You can't violate that universal law. You can't get around that. Expect that. One of the things that God had to show me was because my mind was so toxic because of all the shit I've gone through as a young kid, all the shit I've gone through as a young man. My mind was so negative. I thought I was cursed. And God had to show me, Elijah, because you believe you're cursed, your expectations is everything is bad. Your expectations out of life is fucked. That's why you ain't got shit. That's why your life is fucking chaotic, because you expect it to be that way. Oh, we're going there now. We're going there. I'm about to drop some shit. Elijah, you had better grow the fuck up. You want a loving life. You want a healthy life. You want a great relationship. You had got to put in the motherfucking work and expect that shit. You expect the worst. That's why you get the worst. You expect shit to go bad. That's why shit always goes bad. I had to grow up and understand everything is always working out for me. Whether it looks like it or not, everything is always working out for me. I had to change my expectations. I had to change my fucking belief system. I had to change what I said. Everything is always working out for me. That puts me on a positive frequency. That's positive vibes. Because I know I ain't got to stress the fuck out. It's all good. It's always going to work out for me. It's always going to benefit me. It don't matter what the fuck they do. It don't matter if they look like they're getting over it. It don't matter if I look like I'm crashing and burning. It don't matter if I look like I'm failing. Everything is always working out for me. This is going to help me. This is going to benefit me. It's all good. I ain't got to stress. I ain't got to trip the fuck out. I ain't got to argue and fight and try to prove shit to nobody. Everything is always working out for me. I can just sit back, cross my legs, drink my tea, and chill the fuck out. Because my expectation, it's all good. And when I take on that expectation, when I take on that mindset, I eliminate stress. When I take on that mindset, I eliminate worry. When I take on that mindset, I eliminate doubt and fear. All low frequency. Because I raised my vibration. I had to change my vibration. And so my expectations is, man, it's all good. It's all good. That's why I have an abundance of peace. That's why I have a state of happiness. That's why I have this joy that passes all under. I can't explain the joy I have. I can't explain why I have so much joy. I can't explain why I have so much peace. I can't explain why I'm just overflowing in love. I just expect it. That's who I am. That's what radiates out of me. I don't have to do anything to show people that I'm happy. I don't have to try to hide and try to act like I have peace and joy and happiness. It just comes out. Because I had to change my expectations. I had to learn how to change my expectations. I understand that things are going to happen in life that I may not understand. I had to grow the fuck up emotionally and understand that I just had my best friend just passed away last week, a few days ago. And I had to grow and understand, man, you're going to take losses, and that's not even really losses. You know what I mean? Things are going to happen in life that's going to hurt you. Things are going to happen in life that's going to break your heart. Things are going to happen in life that's going to hit you and just, fuck, damn, he's gone. Damn, she's gone. Damn, I didn't see that coming. Okay. I didn't think it was going to work out that way. Okay. But everything is always working out for me. Let this noise pass by. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. The Bible says it this way. The Bible says all things work together for the good of them that love the Lord and that are called according to his purpose. All things work together for the good. The same as saying, man, everything's always working out for me. Same thing, different words. Same meaning, just different words. And because that's become part of my DNA, I know my boy's gone, and I miss him. I don't know how that's going to work out for me. I don't know what I'm going to learn from this. But everything is always working out for me. And that's the mentality that we have to have. We're still talking about expectations. So many of us, we have that mindset that prepare for the worst. Expect the good, but prepare for the worst, or some stupid shit like that. We hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. You ain't really hoping for the best. Your expectations is not really that it's going to be work out for your good and it's all positive. No, it ain't, because you're putting in the work that is going to go bad. You expect it to go bad. And then you get pissed and mad when it goes bad. But that was your fucking expectation. That was the shit that you spewed out into the frequencies, into the realms, into spiritual realm, into the universe. Your expectations are your manifestations. Let me say it again. What you expect, you manifest. It may not come in your life, but it's going to come. You expected her to be a queen. She's going to be a queen. She just ain't going to be your queen. Because she's going to grow up eventually. Eventually, she's going to grow. And she's going to be a queen. And she's going to be all the things that she's capable of being. But it won't be with you. She just hasn't gotten to that lesson, and she ain't got to that stage in life yet. He's going to grow too. I don't care what type of person he is now. He's eventually going to grow. It may not be this lifetime, but he's going to grow. And he's going to be the king that he's capable of being. Eventually. But because of our insecurities and our issues, we want it for us. I remember when my wife, Cecilia, I would share information with her and she would dismiss it. And I would get so pissed. I would get so mad. Because I took it as she was invalidating me. She was dismissing me. She was minimizing the knowledge and the wisdom that I had. But when these old white guys would say the same shit, or she would read what they wrote and it's the same shit that I said, she took it verbatim. She took it as though it was the Bible. She took it as though Jesus Christ, Joshua, came and spoke directly to her through them. And I was so offended, so pissed. Talking about expectations. I was outside. I lived in the mountains. I was outside. And I was talking and walking with God in the woods. Mad and complaining about her. And God had to show me, God had to check me. And God had to say, Elijah, come here, Elijah. You're mad because you told her this 6 months ago. You're mad because you showed her this a year ago. You're mad because you told her the exact same thing and she rejected it. Now you're mad because she got that information and she's running with it. Stay with me. See, Elijah, why are you really mad? You wanted her to receive the information. You wanted her eyes to be open to this thing right here that you shared with her. Talking about expectations. Elijah, you're mad because she didn't accept it from you. You're mad because she accepted it from other people. What was your expectation when you shared that information with her? Did you expect her to look at you like, oh man, my husband's so smart. He's so wise. He's so deep. Did you expect her to pump you up? Did you expect her to pat you on the back and to worship you? And to praise you? That's what you wanted, wasn't it, Elijah? And because she didn't do that, it made you feel invalidated. It came across as though she was invalidating you. It had the opposite effect of what you wanted. You shared all this knowledge and wisdom and insight with her. But you got the opposite results. Elijah, why can't you just be happy that she learned the lesson? Why can't you just be happy that she finally received it, regardless of where it came from, regardless of who gave it to her? What you don't understand, Elijah, see, you shared that information with her, and it appeared as though she rejected it. You shared that information with her, Elijah, and you were planting the seeds. You planted those seeds. Now, when she read this book, when she saw these videos, she heard these other people say something. When she read their books, it resonated with her because you had already planted those seeds. You had already laid the foundation. But your expectation was she was going to receive it and change overnight. And you didn't see how those words was working inside of her. How those words, that information you gave her, had taken on a life. And now these other people come in. And they helped her bring forth that life. Elijah, it's as though you planted a seed in her. Like you gave her, you and her created a baby. Y'all had sex and you planted your seed inside of her. She took your seed and she took what she had. And these other people were like the doctors and the nurses. They just helped her bring it forth. Talking about expectations. Expectations. Man, we have to grow up. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.